I knew that this was coming because they had the QR code with the countdown.
Yeah, I mean,
we
everybody
knew
did.
it was coming Monday.
Yeah, everybody did.
Now, I still was expecting like the Jey Uso thing to happen. Like that's what I wanted to happen. But like, and honestly, towards the end of Raw, I was thinking it was going to happen because
it was weird that.
Well, he was in a match,
and he was out there when it started to go down. So I was like, oh damn.
I was like, maybe they are going to do that, and then they still might.
Maybe.
Because afterwards there was a promo where Jay was like, they can have the Fireflies back.
He's like, nope, I'm good, brother. Which was awesome, yeah.
Yeah, that was
like
cool.
It was on YouTube or whatever after, right? Or social media. I
don't know what it was. But...
Yeah, wicked funny. I love Jay, dude.
Yeah, the way they presented it was very cinematic. The door opens, the same door that you had seen before. And then man, they shot this really well.
Before being when Bray came back after he was out sick.
It was Extreme Rules
2023 or 22.
22, I think. First time he returned.
Yeah.
I think it would have been. Maybe. I can't remember.
It was awesome, though, when they did that.
Yeah. Yeah, it was badass.
And it seemed like what they were going to try to do when he did that was eventually turn it into the Wyatt Six with him as the leader.
Yeah.
And then they just couldn't get there because he got sick.
Like they debuted Uncle Howdy already. Yeah. They had done it. And you know, it was weird. There was a spot where like LA Knight's out there.
Yeah.
There's a promo between those two, and then he shows up and he's Sister Abigail's Bray.
It was weird.
It was weird, and there was really never an explanation to it, which is why it's
Bray
cool
got sick and it was out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was out. I think he appeared like once or twice more, and then he was gone. But you know,
was Uncle Howdy in the match that Bray had with LA Knight, like his last match.
I don't think that they
Uncle
had.
Howdy was there.
Well,
it wasn't like a Mountain Dew match or some stupid garbage.
Yeah,
they just never
mimosa man.
I'm so desperate, and this is I'll say it now, seeing we're talking that got brought up. But the number one thing that they've got to not do for this Wyatt Six thing to work is go. You only get stupid gimmick matches.
Yeah. No
and
more
I don't
spider.
mean a gimmick match like a Hell in the Cell or something. That'd be gnarly.
Yeah.
I mean, like, you're doing the Mountain Dew Code Red blackout match. It's like, please stop and never do that again.
Yeah.
Actually.
The spiders and all that stuff.
Yeah. That is just heartbreakingly bad and is a stain on Bray Wyatt's legacy.
Just don't need it.
And he never needed it one time. But now that Triple H is head of creative.
That's the difference
You
here.
know.
That's the major difference.
Dude, look at what the two biggest differences are. One, Triple H had a creative. Two, whoever the new guy is that they have in head of like television production is nasty.
Yeah.
The guts they have to pull off or to even try to pull off what they did with the debut of the Wyatt Six is crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy.
Like it's Jay in the ring. It starts with the door, like you said.
He was in the crowd. He had walked
opens.
out. He walked out into the stands.
He did. Yeah. That's right. Yeah, he went out into the stands, and then the lights cut, and the music starts, and the door swings open, and the girl comes out. It's probably Nikki Cross, right?
We're pretty sure
it's Nikki Cross. Yeah. It seems like everybody's confirmed, right?
Yeah, that seems to be the consensus. It looks
which
like
is
it,
fine.
You know?
I don't think it matters or hurts it to know who the guys in it are.
No.
Or girl in her case. But then she comes out and it's awesome, crawling out and just looks wicked cool. And then tells him to go. And in one live shot, he walks into Gorilla, which you see earlier in the show is functioning.
Mm-hmm.
And it's destroyed. As soon as they went in and they showed us Gorilla position destroyed, I was like, this is incredible.
It's crazy.
Oh, shit. Yep.
Because
I still don't even I don't even fully know who all the characters are name-wise.
There's so much they had to do,
names.
Though. If you think about it, like they had to like get these lights. So they have to set up all these lights so they're like flickering on a weird timer, or they have to like have
it was so
different.
Good.
They have to change the color of lights. Like the WWE logo that lights up was like flickering and shit like
Everything was doing different stuff.
I mean,
the whole room was rigged.
Yeah, it was
the
crazy.
whole area was rigged. It was crazy, dude. Crazy. And good job on all the people that were involved in that for it to be one shot and walk through and you see who we're guessing is Eric Rowan with the hammer, like the what do they call them? The like Bash and Brothers or whatever. Him and Luke were called.
Yeah,
I can't remember what they're called, but
it was something like that.
And then he's like the rabbit dude from the Funhouse.
Yep.
And then they same shot go past him into Gorilla, and it's destroyed, and the dude is sitting on the whatever that's like he's like a bird dude. I can't remember if it was a crow or something like that, but it was another character from the Funhouse.
Yeah, like I don't even know all the characters.
I can't remember all their names.
I barely watched during the Funhouse era though.
I watched a little bit during it, but that was like right before I started getting very serious into it again.
Yeah,
was right like we started watching heavily right after the Funhouse stuff.
Like I knew that he was doing that whole thing, but I didn't really. That was when I was kind of tuned out.
Yeah, because I was so bummed at that. It just seemed like it was another deal where Vince didn't get it.
Yeah,
he was trying to do something really creative and cool that eventually was going to build to this, and he never got there, you know? And then they released him, and it was like, what the?
Yeah.
So I kind of tune all that out. Like I would watch some of it, but...
I mean, the fact that it's live and they're doing a single shot.
That is wild.
After all this build.
With a bunch of people involved that have to get it right. Yeah, they've got to be on mark.
They have to be so nervous about this.
Oh, man.
They've been building this for a while.
Yeah. Months and months.
Yeah.
And the best part to me of the whole thing is when they show Chad Gable, which who knows what the implications of that are. I'm sure they're going to go their story-wise.
I think what they should do is just say this was like a vision. What didn't actually happen. You know what I'm saying? You could
that would be weird as hell.
They could get away with it.
They could get away
pretty
with it.
Easy.
And it's gutsy.
Yeah.
But even if they say it's real and this just went down, right?
He had like a gunshot in his fucking forehead. Like,
it seemed like he was probably but he could have been just cut. You know what I mean? It seemed he could have just had a cut
like
from getting his head
blood
bashed
spatter on the walls and shit.
That
and
guy looked dead.
That guy was smoked.
Lots of blood behind them on the wall. Yeah. So I don't know what that's about, but they show Chad Gable and then they pan up and they show Uncle Howdy standing there, and the crowd went fucking crazy, dude. And that was such an awesome release. Of
his mannerisms are really cool too.
All this buildup was waiting for the moment to get to see Uncle Howdy, because the reality is behind the scenes, everybody knows what's really going on. And it's so much bigger than the work they're going to put on. They can get away with so much with this, and so much suspension of disbelief, horror movie, like fake stuff. They can get away with it because fans are invested, not because they believe what they're being shown, but because they're rooting for Bo Dallas or Bray's brother, you know. They're rooting for him to continue the legacy of Bray, and he's getting the opportunity to do it.
And he knows, like, what the intention was, like where it was meant to go. You know?
Yep. Yeah,